Okay guys, this is how to explain the agreement to the customers now. So here's what we're going to do. Now that we've got this all filled out, I just want to go over this with you guys and make sure that I didn't make any mistakes, that everything's correct. Now before we get into that, I want to bring your attention right here. There's a buyer's right to cancel, which allows you to read over the agreement after I'm gone, make sure that there's nothing on it that I didn't tell you about. If you find anything on it that's wrong or I didn't tell you about, it gives you a way to cancel it. So I just need a signature, John, in the number 1 spot there, so that they know I told you about that. And Mary, you'll be in the number 2 spot. Okay. Perfect. Okay, now to go through this with you guys, obviously it has to, the whole thing has to be in black ink, so make sure that you guys use this pen when we go through this. But this is our information at the top here. This is your information, your address, your phone numbers, your cell phone numbers. Do they all look correct?
Yep.
Yeah. Yours as well?
Yeah.
Perfect. This is the equipment that we're putting in your home. There's the 3-door contacts. There's actually 4-door contacts. There's the front door, the back door, the door to the garage, and the side door. There's a motion detector that we talked about in the basement, the keypad at the front door, the smoke detector that's going to be in the 2nd floor hallway, the key fob, your ADT Pulse gateway to allow you to add home automation devices and cameras to it, the outdoor camera, and then also the GSM communicator. So those devices, the only thing that you're getting charged for is just the $100 for the extra door contact. And then your monthly monitoring over here is $60.99 a month. Okay. Actually, before we go into that equipment's all correct, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. The monthly monitoring is $60.99 a month. That was what we talked about also. Okay. And you wanted to have that come out of the bank account on the 1st business day of every month. So we've checked off the bank account. And I need one of you guys to sign the line here, authorizing them to debit the bank account on the 1st business day of every month. Now, being that your install date is going to be right at the end of June, your first one, it's probably going to be too soon to come out on the 1st business day in July. So what will happen is that may actually come out August 1st, and they'll take out the month of July, the month of August, and the prorated amount for the 1 day for June on that first one, and then after that it'll continue just 1 month at a time, and it's always the 1st business day of every month for that month. So I just need one of you to sign that line authorizing them to do that. Okay, thanks John. All right, now and then you have your activation at $299. So your total initial investment is the $399 plus tax, which works to, with your total here that I put on this page for you guys, is $450.87. And you guys wanted that to come off with a credit card for the initial investment after the system's installed. So I just need John actually for signature for you on that one, authorizing them to do that as well. That credit card number and bank account numbers look correct?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. And then now down here, there's a few questions here. First of all, you guys own the house. That you do have the pets in the house. You have 1 cat, you have 1 dog. The dog's approximately 40 pounds. And you said that you wanted the mailing address to get sent to your other property in Mount Bridges here. So that address is correct also?
Yep.
All right. And then also we're not providing a guard service, so that one's no. So I need a couple of initials here from you guys. John, you're going to be on the left side. Mary, you're going to be on the right-hand side. And it's the top spot and the bottom spot. So I'll get you guys to initial those. And what those for, the top one is letting you guys know that I told you that we have to do the credit check. So that way the office knows that we have to do the credit check and that I told you that. And then the bottom spot is letting you guys know that after it's installed, you're going to get a quality control survey from ADT over the phone. They want to make sure that you're happy with me, make sure you're happy with the technician, with the equipment, make sure that you understand how to use everything, that you feel you've been properly trained on it, and they want to make sure it's for quality control that you guys are happy. All right, now what I've also left you with here by not initialing the middle box is a 14-day familiarization period. So during that time, that's time for you to get used to using it without being afraid of setting it off. So during that time, we're only monitoring the equipment to make sure that it's working properly. They're not going to call help for you during that time. If after 4 or 5 days you're comfortable with it and you want to end it early, you can do that by calling the toll-free number that's on the keypad and letting them know that you want to end it early. Or if you get towards the end of that, say 12 or 13 days, and you want to extend that a little bit, that's possible as well. Like I said, you just call the toll-free number on the keypad and they can extend that for you also. All right? And then your verbal password, if you guys ever make a mistake and accidentally set it off, your verbal password is Rover. And then the emergency contact. So if we can't get a hold of you guys and the alarm's going off, these are the people that you said that we can call to come in and check things out and check with the police, make sure that you know, everything is okay. And do those names and numbers look correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. And then we've already gone through the billing start here. That's your social insurance numbers. They look correct as well?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. The last thing I need from each of you guys is just a signature right above the name on the top of the agreement. And then I'll get you guys a copy. Okay. Now, what I'll also get here, guys, is I'll get the voided check or a pre-authorized payment form. You'll also get the check for the initial investment. And what you do is you take those things and you rip off the customer's copy here for them. So we'll get them their copy. Okay, so there's your copy. And since I don't have any cards with me here, what I'll do is I'll just get you guys this number here. My name's Jay. And so I'll put rep's name. And then I'll even give you guys my phone number here in case you happen to know anybody else that may be interested in having a system put in. You can give me a call with their name. So there's my direct number in case you have any questions or anything there. So you have that form. Pulse Rider. Okay. All right, and then on this copy here, I'm going to take their checks. I'm going to put it right in here. So it's between the two spots up at the top, and then I'm going to fold this up, and then I'm going to fold it up like an envelope. So this way we start at the bottom, we fold it up 3 times to get it up into the 4th spot, so that way it's like an envelope here. The checks can't fall out this way, they can't fall out that way, they can't fall out that way, or they can't fall out that way, and then it goes right back, and that's good there. Now, perfect, thank you, Lynn. Now, there is a second form here that we need to fill out as well. Spencer, if you could get a little closer on the paperwork on this one, that would be great. I'll turn this way. So this is the Pulse Rider. This is needed only whenever there's a pulse system only. So what we do here is we're just going to fill out the date. We are the
27th.
June 27th, 2014. It's for residential. And this is between Canadian Security Concepts. And the customer's name is Smith. For the last name, first name is John. Customer number 2 is Smith. First name is Mary. And then the agreement's date again is June 27th, 2014. And what this form is for, guys, is this is just for your home interactive solutions. This is for the ADT Pulse Gateway, letting you know a couple things. One, first of all, that if there's ever a time that your internet is interrupted, then that would be a time that the Pulse app isn't going to get the feed from your house or back and forth. So it's that ADT obviously can't be held responsible for that because that would be something with your internet connection that could happen in the house. All right. So I just need your guys' signature here. Oh, better put their names on. First of all, I put my signature here. Okay. June 27th. So this is the same as the third page on the first agreement that we have here. So you put the customer's name in here. Without making any mistakes. If you get mistakes like I made there, you get them both to initial it. And then June 27th, 2014, June 27th, 2014. And the address here again was 123 Fake Street, London, Ontario. Alright, so as I just explained to you guys, if you guys could first both just initial underneath where I made my mistake there, and then sign right above your names. We'll get you guys a copy of that one also. Okay, so we'll get you guys a copy there, and then I've got one last form to fill out with you. Okay, so we're going to fold this one up. Fold this one up for you, so we can put that with your copy that's right there. That you've got for your other copy that I gave you guys. I guess over here, sorry. Alright. And then this one's for your cell form. So the GSM monitoring, there's a couple things I want to let you know with it. First of all, this is for John and Mary Smith. So you just print the names at the bottom. Okay, and then you date it. Those are the only two lines that you fill in, just the customer's name and the date. Don't fill out anything else, and then you get them to sign it. So this is very simple. It's just for your GSM communicator. It's to let you know a couple things. Number one, that you are not under contract to the cell provider for that. ADT is, so you don't have to worry. There's not going to be any extra hidden costs or anything that can come up with it. You're not under contract to them in any way, shape, or form. But at the same time, if there does happen to be a rare issue where something happens with the cell service in the area, again, obviously ADT is not responsible for that. That's something that that company is responsible for. So I just need a signature from one of you guys underneath your name there, just so that you guys know we told you about that. Okay, perfect. All right, so now we'll put these in with this one. Actually, we'll put it right in here. Okay, and then we'll fold this back up again. Okay, very important not to rip the agreement apart, not to rip the tearaway part at the top. If you do ever need to make any notes, write it on this tearaway spot at the top, but leave it on there, and that way we'll get it when you go back to the office, and then you fold it up and you hand the agreement in just like this. Okay. Now, when you finish, guys, in the customer's home, you finish up the agreement, and then we would go into having a little bit of a chat with them, and also asking for referrals. But once we fill out the paperwork, you got to remember that you've built up their excitement all the way throughout that presentation. You've built that excitement up more and more and more, and then now we filled the paperwork. What do you not want them to do? You don't want them to crash, right? So now that you've built them up, you want to bring them down. So post-closing, what you're going to do now is just go back to building rapport, have a chat with them for a few minutes, get to know them a little bit more for 5 minutes or so, and then after that, then you can go into asking for referrals, which we'll talk about in another video. All right?